It's time to introduce the starting five for your Phoenix Suns. At forward, 6'6", number 99, Jae Crowder. At forward, 6'6", number 25, Mikal Bridges. At center, 6'11", number 22, DeAndre Ayton. At guard, 6'5", number 1, Devin Booker. At guard, 6 feet, number 3, Chris Paul. The head coach for your Phoenix Suns is Monty Williams. Another round of applause for your Phoenix.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks for... And before we tip off here, it's time to hear from our reporter. Hey, Allie.
Hey, Brian. We've heard a lot of critique of some of the fouls that are called. Ask Warriors head coach Steve Kerr. He said, quote, "We've gotten out of control, gifting offensive players the ability to jump 3 or 4 feet into a guy and draw a foul. It's not a basketball play. Give the defensive player some benefit of the doubt, guys."
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Makes a good point. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Friday, they'll be playing against Russell Westbrook and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers. Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. Murray and Barton, the guards. Down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. It's Porter in at the 3 slot. And for Phoenix, Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the 3. Another season underway for the NBA. Grant, was there an opening night that sticks out in your mind?
Well, for me, rookie year opening night is always special. Came out the gates 25, 10, and 5. Of course, 2004 was special, too, after not playing the entire previous year.
Tip-off goes to Denver. From deep, Jokic. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Booker. Porter pulls it in.
That's a shot he'd like, Mac. He's usually going to make those.
Pass to Murray. And here's Jokic. It's covered by Ayton. Jokic shot is good.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout. You know, Jokic was offered a multi-year deal in Europe back in 2015, but then had a horrible outing, and the team backed away from it.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And Barcelona's loss was Denver's gain when Jokic decided to join the NBA.
Yeah, you know, it was a slow start for Jokic, but eventually he showed his unique talent as he got more playing time. In the end, he made the all-rookie first team, and from there, it's been all NBA level performances.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. To the inside. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It goes on Chris Paul. Haynes checked in for the Suns. He hails from a small town in Serbia. Jokic played basketball, but also a number of other sports that he credits for his current skill set.
Yeah, he says water polo helped with the one-hand passes, and volleyball helped with the tip-ins. And the harness racing, well, who knows? But he was obsessed with it.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Outside Porter. On the wing, Barton. Launches a three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Crowder. That shot off. Now Denver takes it the other way.
And last year they won this season series, but then they couldn't get past those guys in the playoffs.
When it really counted, they came up short. But it's another season and a chance here to gain confidence in this matchup.
Payne drives. Oh, he can't stop the run as that misses. And here's Porter outside. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancing.
And here's Crowder from the arc. They get it again. And Ayton gets it to go.
Boy, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Murray. Oh, rejected by Ayton. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. Phoenix making some changes. McGee comes in for Ayton. And Saric is subbed in for Crowder. Green's checked in for the Nuggets. Morris comes in for Barton. McGee with a steal. Three-pointer, Bridges. Sinks it from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Denver has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Over to the wing. Jokic against McGee.
2 minutes remaining.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. 1:52 left in the first. Shot on the wing. Rebound by the Nuggets. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be a second foul of the game. The Suns making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Green's checked in for the Nuggets. Campazzo comes in for Murray. Back to Green. Morris outside. There's the three. Rebounded by Johnson.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to McGee. Over Green. And there's McGee. That one's good. On the assist by Johnson. Denver in the lead. Morris outside. And here is Green. Outside, Green. On the wing, Porter. 6 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get one up. From downtown, it's deflected. And he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Some changes for Phoenix. Varejao, he's checked in for McGee. And it's Shamet in for Devin Booker. And a switch here also for Denver. Rivers is checked in for Porter Jr. Goes up on the wing. No good there. And Denver the other way now.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
With the teardrop. And that's 2 points on the layup.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Here's Shamet. That three's off the mark. For Denver, they've gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Morris for 3. Rebounded by Payne. The Suns trailing. Here's Varejao. Over Green. And too long on the shot. Here's Rivers. Uses the glass on the layup.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. If you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud.
And he's always been a coach on the floor. Chris Paul is a communicator.
With anything, whether it's business, work, relationships, whatever, it's communication.
And CP3, never shy, Grant.
Never shy indeed. Always holding himself and his teammates accountable.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And from what you've seen from the Nuggets, what you take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Landry Shamet is out there with Chris Paul. And it's Ayton in at the center position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, we know this about Jamal Murray. He is not shy of letting that thing go. He said, quote, anyone that knows me knows this. I'm going to take the last shot. I've always believed that, envisioned that, dreamed that, and practiced that. And I'm going to make it. Guys, there's no denying that confidence.
Well, it serves him well, right, Allie? Thanks for that. For three, Bridges. And the Suns get it back. Ayton, no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Rivers. That falls. Nice speed from Jokic. And for players these days, a lack of shooting can be a big hindrance. Grant, would you be more concerned by struggles from the perimeter or the free throw line?
I'd be more concerned with struggles at the free throw line. I mean, if you struggle there, you can become very, very tentative out there on the court. And opponents can foul to force your hand.
Here's Murray, and he drives in, and he missed again. Now 1 of 5. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc in the second quarter. Shamet, no good.
You know, the fact is, he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Ooh, Ayton with the block. On the wing, Crowder, defended by Murray, and he hits it and gets hacked. A three-point chance here if he can convert. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Phoenix.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
I also like what they've done on the fast break in their first half tonight. They're taking it to them.
McGee, he's checked in for the Suns. Booker comes in for Shamet. Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Nuggets. And Gordon with the big finish.
And Gordon is a guy who is going to take advantage of these drives to the basket. Just feast on them. He's got a killer mindset. But, you know, if you ask me, Aaron Gordon is clearly one of the best dunk contest competitors to never win the crown. I mean, he put up unreal performances in 16, 17, and then again in 2020.
Jokic passes to Murray. Back to Jokic. This one for three. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 5 points.
Look at that stroke on Jokic's three-point shot. And I like the way he releases it so high. Makes it tough for defenders to get to it. He's not a really nimble guy, but he's got a lot of grace in his game.
When we look back at Aaron Gordon in those contests, he narrowly lost in 2016 and 2020.
And, you know, Brian, that 2016 duel between Gordon and Zach LaVine was epic. One of the best I'd ever seen. In 2020, Derrick Jones Jr. just beat out Aaron. It wasn't that Aaron lost.
Nuggets call.
Derrick Jones Jr. just won it. Both guys got 50s in the last round.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Green's checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Gordon. Morris, he's checked in for Barton. And Campazzo subbed in for Murray. And here's Porter outside. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Shots good by Saric.
Now that's confident. Saric says, in Dario, I trust.
Here's Campazzo, defended by Payne. Morris outside. The shot no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Here's Varejao. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Suns foul.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Denver.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
The other thing that's been effective so far tonight is their fast break. A lot of points coming on the run.
You know, one thing Porter's been working on, finishing off contact.
Yeah, defenders body him up whenever possible. He's young, so it's not easy to add a lot of muscle. Once he does, his game should reach another level at both ends of the floor.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back.
Well, that's not been a typical possession for them in this first half. You know, for the most part, they've been pretty smart with the ball.
And here's Payne outside. Offensive board. And Varejao gets it to go. And now it's just a 4-point Nugget lead.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Here's Morris. There's the block.
This is exactly what they want from Charlotte. I mean, more aggression on the defensive end, and he gets himself in position there and makes a play.
And here's Porter outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Porter's got 11.
They're unafraid to let it rip from downtown, extending their lead.
Payne. Basket's good.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Denver has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Porter against Johnson. Puts it up from the high post. And it's Denver with another.
Really good to see Porter Jr. utilizing the mid-range stroke. Knocking those down can open up other parts of his game.
And so it's Denver closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks very much. I'm here with Mike Malone, and Coach, evaluate this team's execution offensively for me.
Well, I think we're at our best when we can get out and run, but also play downhill. It's a simple game for us. When we defend, that gets us out to run. Now we can play downhill, attack, and share the ball. That's when we're at our best.
Keep it simple. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the Denver Nuggets.
They've really established themselves on the glass. Being dominant there has been extra possessions, which they've cashed in on. Now they just got to, bring the same energy to the second half.
And next up on the docket, a look at some upcoming games. It'll be the Sacramento Kings up against the Trailblazers in Portland. Tip-off is 10 Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific.
I prefer an even fight. Should be a good one.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
We've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. One of the stories here, Michael Porter getting it done today.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
On the court for the Nuggets, Porter Jr., the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. Murray and Barton, the guards. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. Here's Murray. Cash assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist in this one. And it's the Suns with the ball. 9-point game. Here's Paul. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Paul's got 8.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off the perimeter guys, too.
And Gordon with the big finish.
Boy, you look at Gordon, he is cut up now. Fantastic. Being able to overcome physical defenses because of his own physicality.
Paul finds Ayton over Jokic. That's good from Ayton. On the assist from Paul.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his third foul so far.
Second team foul.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Murray against Paul. Murray is doubled. Here's Jokic. And he drops it in from the low post. Jokic has gotten his third basket of the night.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammate.
And here's Crowder from the arc. Fires in the triple. Crowder's got his second basket.
Wow, what a clever pass that time by Chris Paul. Some people don't give Chris Paul enough credit for his outstanding shooting, but he can knock it down. You can't give him any room.
Jokic passes to Gordon. Three-pointer. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Well, Grant, Chris Paul just gets more and more reliable as a shooter, even after all these years in the league.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been smart with his shots, but he has great efficiency for a guard. And he could easily put up bigger scoring numbers, but that's not his focus.
For 3, Bridges. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And that one hits the back iron.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Booker finds Crowder. And the Suns miss again.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Stolen by Ayton. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Phoenix Suns are enjoying a renaissance. Big man DeAndre Ayton said, quote, from starters to the bench players, this team is well balanced, and we compete. We challenge each other every day. To be honest, it's the best team I've ever been on throughout my career. Guys, they are confident.
That they are, Allie. Thanks. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
Coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Suns dancing.
Pass to Campazzo. Here's Rivers. Oh, and Johnson with a block. They retain possession. Really left him alone that time. And the Nuggets lead by 14.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
The Nuggets have gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. The drive by Rivers. Oh, McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, hit in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating them to the spot. Well done.
Denver has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Here's Rivers with the drive. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
51 seconds left in the third. Payne finds McGee. Over Green. And there's McGee. That one's good. On the assist by Payne. Payne's got his third assist of the night. Morris for 3. Sure, from 3-point range.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
McGee's shot is off.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
They get it back. Tries again. And the layup is good. McGee's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good ball, McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
Here's Rivers. Second chance shot. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Denver up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They're showing him.
All right, look who's coming out of the court.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Varejao in at center, filling out the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Pass to Paul. He shoots. Gordon pulls it in. Denver is shooting around 50% of the game so far. Paul against Morris. There's the triple. That one doesn't drop. And Phoenix the other way now.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Crowder outside. For three, Booker nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, Booker can just bury you from the arc if you let him. He's a pretty efficient range shooter.
Morris passes to Jokic. Now Barton. He's guarded by Bridges. Jokic with it. Fades back. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist. Morris has got his fourth assist with that last one.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
And it's Crowder missing. The Nuggets have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Jokic passes to Murray. On the take, and it's Murray finishing it off.
And you know finishes like this get Murray pumped up. He's a big-time dunker off the drive now. He'll sneak punch you if you're not careful.
Varejao can't hit. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Here's Morris. Here's Gordon. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 19.
Yeah, great hustle from Gordon using his patented vertical. The sky up for the board.
Ayton, he's checked in for Varejao. And a switch here also for Denver. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Morris. For three, Bridges gets the three to fall.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Jokic finds Porter. Out left to the wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Jokic. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Boy, I so enjoy watching Jokic play. I mean, really enjoying him tonight. Scoring a bunch of points, and his offensive game is just a beautiful thing to behold.
Count that one.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Murray. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit. Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.
And it's easy to see why they keep getting it to him. He keeps getting after it on the offensive end, putting in that work. He's been getting good looks and shooting the ball efficiently all night.
Boy, it's not hard to be blown away by his level of play. It's never easy winning on the road, but to do it in this fashion, that's a special performance right there. Ayton passes to Crowder. And the Suns get another three.
Total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
The drive by Murray. Outside for Porter. Crowder with a steal. Ayton with it. Then Jokic picks him up defensively. Ayton passes to Crowder. Back to Ayton. Over Jokic. And there's Ayton on the assist from Crowder.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Nuggets.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game one is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Nikola Jokic.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
From outside the arc. Unable to get that one. Now Murray. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Nikola, congratulations on the win. What does a win like this say about your team?
I mean, we are looking for each other. We are finding it. When we start playing like we're supposed to play, we are really good. So hopefully we're going to continue to play like this.
Thanks, Nikola. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. So long, everyone.